Welcome back to Character Select. Dave and Space, back at the Wright & Company law offices after our first day trying to defend Lana Skye.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
We're back here.
23rd. Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty? So that was when the oil drum was kicked over with water?
Yeah.
My sister erasing evidence at a crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is... luminol testing fluid.
I thought she was going to say science.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anybody's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things?
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see?
Or click.
Press enter.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be in the DS, it was tap on the screen to do it, so they had to change it a little bit. Alright. Where should we test for bloodstains?
Probably where the trunk and the boot. Nope. On the floor.
Whoop. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a bloodstain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation and action.
Not even your own?
Okay,
Oop, sorry.
Oop.
What's odd about this scientifically?
The amount.
The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean... look at all the blood in the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright! I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up all my allowance to buy that.
Oh my gosh.
Can you actually buy luminol testing fluid?
I don't know.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
And let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
We are investigating a crime.
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Oh, right.
Huh. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr!
You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house.
Don't eat
Sorry.
day-old sushi.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skies stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? That would be this photograph. For some reason, this is important. Well, I mean, clearly it's important. It shows blood and shit, but... So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hard on the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunch notes. And you were let go? Fired? It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... this one. That is the... oh, the SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
No.
Apparently not.
Unless we present something else. We present our lawyers attorney badge? That was the thing.
I think there's an achievement for presenting it to everybody.
It looks like a petrified piece of provolone.
It's not. It's my attorney's badge. For the record, that badge is maybe like 5 centimeters across. So that's a tiny ass piece of provolone.
Does anything else say so?
Let's try giving her the knife. Boop, boop, boop. Why won't you tell us more?
What about the shoe? Do we have that?
She didn't even look at it. There is an achievement for getting her to give you all of her lunchboxes, but...
Yeah, you said that last episode.
Yeah. Maybe we should present her with this.
Maybe.
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Okay, maybe not. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary. It was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made-up evidence.
What? You mean they executed somebody with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait! Those lunches you sell.
There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway?
Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection.
So, Ricky.
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes?
Ooh.
Then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your... are you his... Are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Alright, so... Do you want to go talk to Edgeworth, or do you want to go to the police department? Or the detention center. We can do that too.
Yeah, let's just go in order. So, detention center, order.
To talk to Lana.
Lana, yeah.
So which one?
In order.
Oh, fine.
Of the list.
I didn't hear what you said, sorry.
I said it 3 times.
She's in questioning. Detective Suite. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Huh.
Okay, that was easy.
Interesting.
Criminal affairs.
Well, no, let's go first to the High Prosecutor's office. Classy today. Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing.
Okay, well, I guess we don't have a choice. And we need to go talk to...
You can always tell when it's important if there's a character already there. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk... Here it is.
She's like a kid in an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Alright.
Guard station? Question?
So the guard station would lead us to the scene of the crime, or we can go to the criminal affairs department and maybe talk to Gumshoe? I don't know why we can go here all of a sudden. Well, do it in order, I guess.
Detective, okay. So, first let's go check out the...
Yeah, okay, so we'll come back here. Ugh.
Oh my god.
I forgot what this place looked
Lord.
like. He's got a freaking lasso trap. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Do you have... I know that there's like a huge, like, not desert, but like featureless kind of scrubland in central Australia. Do you guys have cactuses? Cacti?
Yes.
Do they look like this?
They look like cactus.
Are they like barrel cactuses, or...?
There's so many varieties of cactus, I can't even begin.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
There's, like, one that have, like, paper as spines. There's some actually prickly. There's little flower cactuses that, you know... There's cactuses that are just furry. There's cactuses that poke you until you get poked.
So what you're saying is, if I have any questions about cactuses, I should ask you.
Yeah, I don't know anything about cactus.
Alright, cool. I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Examine.
Floor lasso. Trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination.
There's a lot of alcohol.
A punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy, I know, a poochie! Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep my information to myself for the time being, because this is funny. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it opened? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Alright, so we can't do anything here yet. Oh, alright, these are back here. Charged with frantic energy, as always. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Please.
Huh? Wasn't that... Oh, thank God. One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yeah, we've seen all this, don't worry. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is that I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. And he's gone. Wait, don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Good cry.
He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. So let's go here. Yeah, this is the problem with this particular... The way the game is set up, you can only go to a maximum of 4 locations, and if there's like 7 or 8 locations, you have to go through them each time. It's very annoying. Excuse me. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far
Islam.
down road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Go for it. We've heard this guy before.
Is it Larry?
No, it's not Larry.
I'd say I was the perpetrator against Santa. That's what I'd say. Hi, greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are. Yeah, we've seen this here. Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, sir. Like a little lost lambs.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't... Is he? You... Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you?
Perpetrator of Meekins reporting, sir.
What? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events.
Sir, I'm patrolman General Fair, sir. Sir!
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor, sir. That's what I saw, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious... I can't even speak.
It's hard.
A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Ah!
What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then?
Oh god, that audio spine. Alright, everything went out. I surrendered. I blacked out. What I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
There was no one to bandage me, sir. I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir.
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
And then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because... Detective Goodman disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I saw blood gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me like that, perpetrator. You have to let me as a perpetrator and victim, sir?
God, that sound.
Label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that.
Yes, well that's true, sir. I suppose you can say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily to total stranger.
So, you didn't know him?
So, I work in a tiny department at the point of light or other creature conference. I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. I don't know if presenting is going to do anything here, but... Oop, wrong thing. Obeyed.
Whoops.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir. That's it. That's it.
That's what?
That's it! My head was a blank till this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct. That card was the cause of it all.
This
ID card.
I was just showing to see if it was like, this is the guy you stabbed, right?
That card could probably get us into the evidence room. Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
Stop it with the fucking megaphone, please. I better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say little lost patrolman, lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. That's you.
Sir, I entered the evidence room asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what he tried to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly put a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and left him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's words, sir.
Well, what happened then?
Well, I said everything that worked. So, I was here.
Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly?
No. But the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime I saw to stamp out, is there. It's me, on the tape.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm really sorry. I have a badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. So... That's weird. That's kind of weird, actually, now that I think about it. So he's saying that... They're saying that Bruce Goodman was killed in 2 different places at the same time.
Yeah.
But Mike Meekins confronted him in the evidence room, and the next thing he knew, he woke up here. But he met with Edgeworth the day after the crime. That might be a plot hole, actually.
Oh, that is weird.
It's Police Chief Gant. Uh-oh. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing.
Sir, I'm most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
Chief of Detectives looks a little
I
flustered.
don't remember the Chief of Detectives voice.
Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. It sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you! The detective getting killed on their own turf, too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto. I can't just give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job keeping the Chief of Detectives' trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops! Wonder what it was he wanted the Chief of Detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Discreetly ask him by presenting something.
That is the knife he gave us. Oh.
I'm through with that stuff. Go find the guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. Alright, I'm there.
Oh yeah, the trophy.
Yeah, the King of Prosecutors trophy. I don't know.
Maybe the lunch.
No, it's specifically for Officer Marshall. Alright, I guess we don't have anything else we can kind of sort of discreetly ask him. Oh, wait, maybe. Nope. Huh.
SL9?
Nope. And the badge. Alright. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like we just can't do anything here right now. Okay. Guard station? Guard station. Ow.
No, examine the door.
So it still won't let us do... Oh, wait. Maybe this?
I think that's it.
Yeah. Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
So maybe just the...
Ooh, maybe we have to go back and talk to Edgeworth. Nope. Well, fuck. This is what I hate about this chapter. This keeps coming up.
Just go back to the detention center. And then move. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Maybe. Ooh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? I forgot this is the thing we could do. Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. We didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? February 21st. Better make note of that just in case. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay. So, can we examine that closer to see what it says? Huh. Okay. Well, let's go back to the guard station. Or not. Fucking goddamn it.
Just try examining the door again.
And no, if there's a check mark on it, it means nothing has changed. It means you've already examined it. Alright,
Maybe there's
there we go. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
I can't tell if he's secretly evil.
Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir. I think this plays a bad influence on the girl. All right. Well, next time on Character Select, we'll get to the evidence room and see what we can uncover there.
Finally.
Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And space. A lot of colorful characters in this one.
Yeah. As opposed to the other one, where it's just
the same people.
Yeah.
Well, they had to make whole new characters for this story because they couldn't use any of the existing ones, so...